Congratulations to the amazing class of 2008. You are now the heirs to the finest undergraduate education. In you, the college celebrates being the most selective and the most diverse, qualities distinctly American and distinctly ours. You have learned from the great Amherst College faculty and also from each other. We do not create a utopia here on this hilltop. That is not what we are here to do. So you will have also learned about the flaws of our society here as well. But here at Amherst, you have been shown a glimmering possibility of a learned community engaging across social differences of all kinds. We criticize ourselves, we debate how we might do better, even as we do better. We are proud to see you work hard. We hope you see the college as an example of right aspirations. Amherst, your college, began as a secondary school. In 1815, the townsfolk here in the wilderness established Amherst Academy. Then they decided to transform the academy into a college. To return the favor, the college established what in this country then were called common schools, which would become the public schools of our town. At our founding, we understood we could not be a great college without great schools for all. We also then dedicated ourselves to providing the finest education and to ensuring access to it, declaring it our purpose and our charter to educate indigent young men of piety and talents for the service of their era. Even then, we knew we had to develop talent from throughout society. Such a purpose connects to a deeply American belief. In the words of John Adams, a memorable change must be made in the system of education. A knowledge must become so general as to raise the lower ranks of society nearer to the higher. The education of a nation, instead of being confined to a few schools and universities for the instruction of the few, must become the national care and expense for the formation of the many. A nation rises or falls on the discernment of its peoples. We understand our democracy depends on fair participation by all, for which a common schooling provides the only foundation. Our economy prospers only to the degree that people can develop their ability to be part of it. The American belief in a better society through opportunity requires education. And so, our schools determine our fate. What do we see when we look at our nation's schools today? Albert Shanker, an outspoken education leader, once said that the purpose of public schools is to teach what it means to be an American. Do our schools show that we believe in democracy? How we allocate the nearly $600 billion per year we spend on education in this country answers that question. In schools, more than anywhere else, how we treat people matters as much as what we tell them. And so the lessons we teach about justice and opportunity lie in how much of a chance we actually provide to each child who comes in the door. Our future is shaped by the values our children learn from us directly through the ways we treat them in school. As Charles Sumner put it in 1849, arguing against segregation, the school is the little world in which the child is trained for the larger world of life, beginning there those relations of equality which the Constitution and the laws promise to all. None of us want an unjust school system. How to envision a just system that maximizes the talent available to our society is, for me, the easier question here. Consider the perspective offered by American political philosopher John Rawls in his renowned book, A Theory of Justice. Rawls proposes that we support only that society we would want if you and I were to enter it behind a veil of ignorance, unaware of our own gender, race, heritage, economic status, or even of whether we bear any disability. Rawls envisions a society wherein the accident of birth does not limit that society's capacity to benefit from what each of us has to offer. We must be satisfied only with a society in which any one of us might begin with that advantage. In education, I think this implies two principles. Everyone must get a strong foundation, providing a running start for college, and those who prove most talented should get opportunities to excel, providing leadership for our democratic economy. But a trap is embedded in these Rawlsian principles of justice. When we fail to provide a basic education for all, then we fail to ensure that those of the greatest ability get the right opportunities. The trap is sprung when we who do succeed, we fortunate few, falsely and self-servingly assume our success means that all is working, all is just.